The Bambo Labs Carbon X1. Should you buy it? Is it worth the money? TLDR, yes, it is worth it, but if you want to know more, keep watching the video. So, I recently purchased a Bambo Labs Carbon X1 3D printer. I had the pre-order for this put in August, and I just took delivery of it like 5 weeks ago. This was a rather big investment for me because this thing costs about as much as my car. At almost $1,600 for the total package with the AMS system. This printer is one of the more expensive printers on the market, but if you get the baseline model, which is about $1,200, you still get all the features of the X1, but you forego the AMS system, and you can get it down to about $1,000 if you forego a couple more things like an all-metal hot end. Sorry, not all-metal hot end, but a hardened steel nozzle hot end. Their hot ends are set up a little different because they're proprietary, but that allows them to control the quality better and reduce the overall weight of the hot end, which allows you to print at some ridiculous speeds. I mean, this thing prints like 10 to 16 times faster than my Ender 3 ever could with good quality. And the way it's able to do that is because it's if any of you have messed with Voron printers, it's basically a Voron, but really nice out of the box, and it's a Core XY design. It's not a bed slinger like the Prusa's or the Ender 3 that everyone's familiar with, and that means the only moving mass when the printer's actually printing is just the print head. Yes, the bed moves a little bit, for your layers and whatnot, but the only main moving mass on the printer is just the print head assembly, which means you can move much faster and have less artifacts because you're moving less mass around. The hot end is direct drive, but the AMS system will automatically feed the filament in whenever you go to load a new spool or start a print, which is really nice. So you can have different types of prints. So let's say you want to print a part in PLA+, and then you want to print a part in ABS. Well, to switch between those two, all you have to do is flip the bed over, and that's it. The machine will redo all your flow calibration, all your temperatures will be changed, and it's really easy to print multi-materials one after the other because there's very little prep that has to be done. I have had no problems with bed adhesion with ABS, PLA, or even nylons on this printer. Their engineering sheet and the cool plate, dual-sided magnetized build plates, are excellent. They are probably the easiest to use build surfaces I have ever used. And the automatic flow calibration it does at the beginning of the print saves so much time in having to set up your own profile for each material in Cura or Prusa slicer like on the old printers. Bambo Labs has their own proprietary slicer that is built off of Prusa slicer. Overall, this printer is simple enough to use that anybody could buy this printer, open the box, set it up, watch 15 minutes of instructional videos, and get better quality prints than most people could with an Ender 3 with $100 of upgrades and 6 hours in tuning. This printer is just on another level of user friendliness, ease of use, and build quality. Speaking of build quality, the inside of this printer is absolutely amazing from an aesthetic standpoint. It literally looks like you opened up a MacBook, but it's not all proprietary software and proprietary hardware that no one makes replacements for, funny enough. Yeah, the inside of this printer is very aesthetically pleasing. The outside is as well. It's very well built. The aluminum chassis feels very high quality. Now, to give you an idea of how big of a leap forward in technology this printer is compared to something like even the newer Prusa printers are, there hasn't been really a change in printer design overall since 2018 is really when we started to see stuff like the Ender 3 coming to market. Before then, the main cheap printer you could get was the Anon A8, which had nasty problems with thermal runaways because there wasn't any built-in software for it, so basically the thing would keep heating the nozzle until the entire machine or power supply caught fire. Yeah, also the power supplies were kind of prone to catching fire.
Nice.
There was also a lot of exposed wire, and it was acrylic framed.
You press the silver button, the machine starts roaring, and
So when the Ender 3 came out, it was kind of a big deal because now you had a printer with very easy setup compared to the Anon A8. It was a lot safer overall because you had less wires hanging out everywhere, and generally it was a much better printer overall. You still had your Prusas, and Prusa has basically been making the same printer with incremental upgrades I don't know, since like 2013, 2014, if I'm correct. I'll have to double check. But overall, the leap forward that this brings to the market is incredible, because not only are you getting better looking prints, you are getting stronger prints, because now with the LiDAR scan at the beginning of every single print, you won't have any issues with first layer imperfections that'll cause the print to fail later on. It has spaghetti protection. So yes, 100% I would recommend buying this printer. It's very easy to use, build quality is exceptional, and they have a proven track record so far of delivering on their products. I'm especially looking forward to seeing how well their new P1P holds up in the market, which is basically a skeletonized version of the X1 that forgoes the aluminum body, the touchscreen, and a couple other things like the LiDAR sensor, but still has auto bed leveling and can still print extremely fast, which are all great features. So I hope you all enjoyed this quick video. I was kind of just rambling for most of it, but hey, that's kind of my thing. And I hope you guys found this useful. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. I should have a couple more interesting videos coming out in the next couple weeks. I'm still working on the FGC9 Easy build, and I'm also working on beta testing the Hoffman Tactical Orca 3D printed AR-15. So hopefully I can upload those videos on YouTube, but you never know, you might have to go over to Odyssey to see that. Anyway, I hope you all found this helpful. Like I said, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments section. If you could give this video a like, that would be great, and subscribe too, that would be awesome. See y'all next time.